Welcome to the LED Quick Start training. We are so glad that you've decided to be a part of the TME group. Our goal now is to get you out in the field, helping businesses save money, and also you making money. In fact, what you do from here on out impacts how big your check will be every single week. In this comprehensive training video, we're going to cover various aspects of LED lighting technology and training materials. Let's start with an overview of the different types of LED tubes. The 4-foot T8 LED tube is a popular choice for commercial industrial applications. It offers energy efficiency, long lifespan, and excellent light output. These lamps are easy to install, compatible with existing fluorescent fixtures, and provide superior lighting quality. In the field, you might run across some older buildings that have 4-foot T12 lamps in them still. They are larger in diameter and use even more energy than the T8 fluorescent tube. Next, we have the 4-foot T5 LED tube, another energy efficient lighting solution commonly used in commercial and industrial settings. With its smaller diameter and higher efficacy, the T5 LED lamp offers enhanced performance and reduced energy consumption compared to traditional fluorescent tubes. Moving on to larger spaces, we have the 8-foot LED T8 lamp. These lamps are ideal for high ceiling environments such as warehouses, gyms, and industrial facilities. There are still older buildings that are using 8-foot T12 lamps that you may come across. With their extended length and high lumen output, 8-foot LED T8 lamps provide ample illumination while minimizing energy costs. Now let's compare the lifespan of LED lamps versus fluorescent lamps. LED lamps typically have a much longer lifespan compared to fluorescent lamps. LED lamps can last up to 50,000 hours or more, whereas fluorescent lamps typically last around 10 to 15,000 hours. Another important factor to consider is lumen output. LED luminaires often have higher lumen output compared to fluorescent luminaires of the same wattage. This means that LED lighting can provide brighter illumination using less energy compared to traditional fluorescent lighting. The LED T8 lamp that we are selling, the customer is able to choose by moving the wattage dip switch how much power they want to consume, and of course with the higher wattage comes higher lumens. There is also a dip switch for what color the owner would like. They can choose between warm white 3500K or 4000K, typically used in offices, cool white or 5000K, typically used in shops, and cold white 6500K, typically used in warehouses. 4-foot plug and play. These 4-foot tubes can be installed into an existing fixture. They can work with the existing ballast most of the time. We'll give you a sample 4-foot tube so you can have the owner plug it into one of their fixtures to make sure it will work with their existing ballast. If the lamp won't work, then the owner will have to direct wire the fixtures around the existing ballast. The way an existing fluorescent fixture works is the wires that carry the power from the building are run into the end of the fixture. The wires connect to the ballast in the fixture. The fluorescent lamps are energized via ballast. Our lamps can be energized by the existing ballast, but when the ballast fails, our lamps will not work. So at that point, the business owner will have to have an electrician come and run the building power around the ballast and direct to the lamp holders on the end of the fixture. This is called a direct wire because building power is going directly to the LED lamps. Our LED lamps have a driver in them that can be energized by the existing ballast or by the building power directly. If the business owner decides they never want to call an electrician in the future as ballasts burn out one by one, they can have the fixtures all wired direct when they install our lamps. That will ensure that they will never have to call an electrician in the future. Let's now explore various types of lighting fixtures commonly used in commercial and industrial spaces. The type of fixture does not really matter, you just need to count 4-foot tubes. We are showing you these different types of fixtures just for industry knowledge. These include 4-foot troffers, which are recessed ceiling fixtures. They are usually in what we refer to as a drop acoustical ceiling. They are typically 2 feet by 4 feet and usually have a prismatic lens flush with the ceiling. Sometimes it is hard to determine how many lamps are in a fixture without having the owner open up one for you. We do not offer refunds or returns, so the owner agrees to count the lights with you so there are no mistakes, and they can always buy more, but they cannot return any, so make sure the owner is sure about the count. A wrap lighting fixture is always surface mounted. It has a wrap around the fixture prismatic lens. They usually are 2 4-foot lamps, but some have 4 4-foot lamps. So be careful when counting with the owner. Strip light fixtures typically are used for warehouses and shops. They have no diffuser, just a body that is attached to the ceiling or hung by a chain from the ceiling. They're usually 4 foot long with 2 4-foot tubes, or they could be 8 foot long with either 2 8-foot tubes or 4 4-foot tubes. High bay lighting fixtures for tall ceilings such as warehouses, these typically will have 6 4-foot T8 tubes or 6 4-foot T5 tubes. Low bay lighting fixtures for lower ceilings typically will have 4 4-foot T8 tubes or 4 4-foot T5 tubes. Target customers. National chains and restaurants are probably not our everyday customer. You want to focus on businesses that you can get a decision on easily. So retail stores, owner-occupied buildings, property management companies, warehouses, office buildings, production facilities, small grocery convenience stores, auto repair and body shops, etc. Going after school districts and government buildings can make for big commissions, but they take longer to close, so spend your time wisely and do a mixture of approaches. We look forward to working with you. You now have all the tools and knowledge you need to be successful in this field. Remember, every building has to upgrade to LED.